my friends. Welcome back to my channel. So I made a video a couple days ago where I was washing my dishes, and I didn't know if anybody would watch it, but I was like, helped me, and I talked to one of my friends and they watched it and it helped them too. So I feel really great about that. I am happy that I helped someone do their dishes, and it really did help me stay motivated to do my own. So today I'm going to finish the dishes because last time I did like half of the sink and now I'm gonna do the whole thing. Let me start the water running. Today I'm gonna do the method where you like fill up the sink with hot soapy water. Last time I just did like dish by dish. Sorry if it's really loud. But yeah, I'm really fancy. Did I say this already? I'm really fancy because I was at work. But I still have my fancy clothes on. I just got home and I'm gonna wear an apron. Because I have an apron and I never wear it, ever. So then I get to wear my fancy dress as long as I want and keep it protected. Also, it's not super precious. I got it, it's J. Crew, I think, but I got it at a thrift store and I sewed on these straps. So, I like it, but it's not like I paid a bazillion dollars for it. Taking off my fuzzy scrunchie so I can put my gloves on. And let's get to dishing. Yeah. It's a pretty, sorry, my nose itches. It's a pretty big goal today. Usually, as I said in my last video, I set really easily attainable goals so that there's no way that I can fail on it. Well, you know, it's not, I don't like the word fail because it's not a failure, but there's no way that I can't reach that goal. So once again, not once again. So I'm not setting this super easily attainable goal today. Today I'm going all in. I'm just, you know what? I'm going to do it no matter how long it takes. I don't think it should take that long, but we'll see. But I'm here with you. You're here with me. Let's do some dishes. Let's get clean. Let's feel good. Let's just make it happen, right? Okay. So I've got my soapy water. I would show you, but I just got soap all over my hands. So my bad. You're just gonna have to imagine this nice soapy sink. Lots of bubbles. Okay. So there were a couple dishes that I was putting away from my last dishwashing session and they weren't totally clean. So once again, I have to make sure I'm being really thorough because those just went right back in the sink then, because I'm not going to put dirty dishes in my cupboard and just live in filth. No, I'm going to make sure they're really clean. So that's what I'm doing. And so far I've got 2 dishes done. Are you cleaning with me? Does this help at all? Again, it's probably 70%, 75% for myself that I'm making this video so that I stay accountable and do all these dishes that I say I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it today. So, I'm trying to think of like other things that help me when I'm doing chores, when I'm doing things like cleaning my dishes or folding my laundry or sweeping, vacuuming, you know, all that sort of stuff. Yesterday I cleaned my living room really well. Tidied up everything, which it hasn't been fully tidied for months. There's like a little table that has lots of where I kind of throw my jewelry when I get home from work, like this and this. I just throw it on this table rather than taking it all the way downstairs where my jewelry case thing is. So it's stuff compiles on that table. And is that the right word, compile? No, that's not the right word. Compound. I don't know. What word am I thinking of? Tell me in the comments. No, don't, because I want you to keep cleaning. Anywho, I tidied up that table. I took things downstairs to the jewelry cabinet, and then I swept and vacuumed really thoroughly, like moved tables around and chairs around so that I would really get a good vacuuming job done and get underneath everything and around everything and every little inch. I still haven't dusted yet. That's the next step, is to dust. Okay, so I've done everything that's in the sink now, so I'm putting more stuff in the sink to keep soaking while I work. And I have a couple things that really, really need to soak. I'm not gonna, well, so like, look at this. I made gluten-free spaghetti, and I think there's something about whatever they use in the gluten-free pasta that it gets really, it just sticks a lot easier to the bottom of the pan if you're not like super, it's snowing. It's April 21st and it's snowing outside. Okay, well, cool. Cold snap. The cold snap and just snap on out of here. Am I right? I actually really like the cold and I like snow, but I've been enjoying the spring. It's been a really nice spring so far. Okay, back to business. What was I saying? So one thing that helped me is, I was saying I did the living room. So the thing that really helped me was saying nothing else matters except this room. Because I would be tidying the room and move to another room to like put something away in this other room. And then that other room's messy too. And then I'm like, I have to clean this room too. What do I do? It's so much. It's overwhelming. And then I get overwhelmed. And then I just want to stop entirely instead of going back to the room where I'm supposed to be focused and keep going. So I had to keep reminding myself, just the living room, just the living room. Just keep going until you feel good about it. And that's what I did. And then by the end of the day, and all day today, I felt so good about it. Like, I walked upstairs, looked at the living room, I was like, it's so clean. I don't know. It just feels good. It just is wide open. There's not stuff cluttering the floor. I put some like coffee table books on my coffee table. So when I have guests over, because like pretty soon we're going to be able to have guests. What a strange concept. Then they'll have like books to read, right? I don't know. Yeah, so that's one method I use, is just one room at a time. And if that's too much, just say like this corner or just the floor. So I've got a lot of stuff on the floor. I'm just going to focus on getting the stuff off the floor. Or there's one table. Okay, I'm just going to focus on what's piled on the table. And that's it. And once I finish that, then I can be done. And again, you might find, like I did in my last video, that I hit my goal and then I was able to keep going and stay motivated. So that's one tip. Another tip is to set a timer. So I have this thing called a time tracker that I actually used. It's like a time tracker mini, I think, officially. I got it at a thrift store, but I'm guessing you can get it Amazon, wherever, for not too expensive. It's pretty simple technology, but I used it when I was nannying. The family that I nannied for had it, and they would put it in the child's room so that the child would know when their like nap time, rest time was over, and they could come out of their room. That was what that family used it for. And I was like, I I could use one of those. So when I saw it at the thrift store, I snagged it up. And it's been super helpful because you set a time, you set 2 times. So you set like 15 minutes and 20 minutes. And then at the 15-minute mark, it will flash yellow. So it's green the whole time, and then it'll flash yellow and say, hey, this is your warning time. So you have 5 minutes left. It doesn't say all that, but you know what it means because it's flashing yellow. And then when the final time runs out, then it flashes red and it beeps at you and stuff. So, so you are able to keep track of your time, hence time tracker. And I find that really helpful too, because if I'm super overwhelmed, well, I'm like, okay, it's all in 5-minute increments. So if I wanted to do something, if I wanted to do some cleaning, but I was like, I just can't do it. Well, I can do it for 10 minutes, can't I? So then I set it for 5 and 10 minutes so that at the 5-minute mark, it'll warn me. And then the 10-minute mark will be done. And then other things you could use it for, like if you're studying and you want to put in an hour of studying, maybe you have it warn you when you have 5 minutes left, or maybe you have it warn you maybe you have it let you know at the half-point mark that you're halfway through your study time or something. So I find it a very helpful tool. I'm sure there are apps that do the same thing, but for me, I really like having like physical objects. I don't know, it's a lot of people want to do everything on their phones these days, kids these days. But for me, I really, I have a large CD collection, and I still buy CDs in 2021, like I bought one last week. I just love having like a physical, something I can hold. My brain likes that better. I don't know what it's about. But that's another thing that I do. Where are we at? We're at 12 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, I'm not going to freak out. I was kind of hoping I would do this in 20 minutes again. Actually, that's totally doable. I'm looking at the amount of dishes I have left and seeing if I feel that is something I can achieve, and I think it is. It kind of worked out perfectly last time that it fit so well into the 20 minutes. But today it'll just be what it is. It'll be what it is. Yeah, my awesome friend made a thumbnail for me for the last video because I sent him a thumbnail. Shout out to my awesome friend. You know who you are. I sent him, he's like really good at technology stuff and just like marketing and all of that cool stuff. So I sent him these thumbnails that I made, the first I'd ever tried to make. And I was like, hey, what do you think about my thumbnails? And he's like, cool. You want to send me the picture that you used? And basically he was offering to make a thumbnail for me. Mine wasn't that bad, but he did a better job than I could have, than I did. But he's got more experience, and if it's something that I want to learn and get better at, then I'm sure he'd be happy to help me learn, or there are probably YouTube videos out there and articles on, how to make cool, good thumbnails. So it's interesting. I think for me it was like really important that the thumbnail for the video reflected what was in the video. And so I didn't want it to be misleading. I didn't want it to be this big, like, clean with me, like, exclamation point, big, bright colors, because that's not really the vibe of the video. And once you click on the video, it's just me standing here doing dishes. So I didn't want people to, like, feel like I was falsely advertising my content or something. But I think nobody's probably thinking about that. I don't know. Interesting stuff that I'm learning in this new foray into the world of YouTube. I think it's gonna feel really good to have these dishes done. I've been super productive the past couple days. I don't know if it's like the weather, or I actually have plans potentially to have a friend over this weekend because I'm fully vaccinated now. So I might have a friend over, and I was like, well, let's like get the house, have that. Ooh, the sun is shining bright. That's changing the video. Sorry about that. Well, actually, I'm not going to apologize for the sun. The sun is beautiful. I'm going to bask in it. Ha! But the deal is, I'm trying to get my house in order so that I can have people over. And I think, so 2 thoughts there. I am like super embarrassed about how messy I am. I wish that I were just super organized. Growing up, I had this image of like what doing homework looks like. Like you sit at your desk and it's this tidy white desk and you have, sticky notes and pencils all lined up in order and everything is perfect, and you pull out your notebook while you're sitting at your desk and you work in your notebook and then you put it away in your nice neat backpack and it's all nice and neat. It has never, ever, ever looked like that for me. Ever. And I don't think that actually it would work very well for me to sit at a desk and, I need to move around, and I need to sit in a comfortable space like a couch with my book in my lap or something, or with a TV tray. I like using TV tray, like those portable little tables that you eat your TV dinner on in 1950. I like those because they're just like a nice little table that I can move around. But anyway, that's what I was doing in high school when I had homework. Now I don't have homework anymore, and it's great. I have a friend in grad school who's writing a paper, and I just never want to do that again. Never again. Not for me. You guys, I think that was my last dish. This big old colander. I think that was it. Woo. So I'm going to reach in here, pull the plug, and let it glug, glug, glug away. I think there's like spaghetti from that spaghetti pot here, so I have one more. I made a grilled cheese sandwich yesterday, and I need to clean the pan. Quick, before the water runs out. Take a look around your kitchen and make sure there aren't any more dishes. My video's gonna stop soon. Okay, well, you know what? I'm finishing this. If it cuts out, it cuts out. And I've said goodbye. You guys are great. I'm so proud of us for doing dishes. Let me just make sure. Let me see if I can finish it before it runs out. Almost done. Don't die.